You guys, what's going on, and welcome back to Rainbow Six Siege video. As you've seen by the title, today we are going to be talking about the Year 5 Season 4 to be confirmed next Sunday, and we've already got tons of leaks, everything about it. So today I'll be explaining all the leaks, what we know so far, and basically what to kind of predict and to see on next Sunday when it actually does get confirmed by Rainbow Six Siege himself. So apart from that, guys, make sure to leave a like, hit that notification button, turn on the subscribe button if you're new around here. I don't know why I turn on, but just hit the subscribe button. We're growing so fast. We're trying to get to 23,000 by the end of the year, because that would be amazing if we could. And apart from that, let's get straight into the video. So guys, Year 5 Season 4 is upon us. Now, it's going to be very similar to Year 5 Season 3 and what it's just going to be containing. Now, there's going to be actual operator reworks, there is going to be map reworks, there's going to be a new character, and also elite skins within the game, and they're just change in general. So, normally a season before it used to just be a new map and a change of 2 operators or an add of 2 operators, but this kind of like year, it's all been changed up and different, which has been really cool, and people have been enjoying it because it's a different thing to Rainbow Six Siege, which people haven't seen before. But guys, in this video, I will be actually showing gameplay footage of what it's going to look like, what we are going to be expecting as well, and just kind of like rough kind of looks from the actual kind of Sunday release, because on Sunday they'll be doing a big release and I'll be doing a better video about it and explaining any questions that you guys do wonder about it. So guys, first of all, this operation is meant to be called Operation Neo Dawn. Now, the reason for this is pretty much very similar to the map. Now, the map rework is going to be Skyscraper this year. Now, Skyscraper was a map loved by most people. However, it was just so defending orientated and so hard to actually like attack on the game. And if you did attack well, then you must have been good at the game. And don't get me wrong, sometimes it wasn't always hard to attack because sometimes the defender could be like really poor by them. But mainly, it was the defender orientated map. It was so hard to actually get into the map in general. So it was just really interesting to see. But Skyscraper is going to be getting the rework. From the looks of it already, it's going to be similar to how Chalet was done. Chalet was done by keeping the kind of the original kind of rework, or the actual original map, sorry, but and then just adding bits to it, change up the map, so it was kind of more balanced and even out. And people really did kind of like that way of how Rainbow Six used to do it, because it was just a lot more different and a bit more fun to do. Now, the reason they've been doing this is just say, for instance, like the Hereford Base rework, they completely ruined that. People were absolutely gutted that Hereford Base was ruined. Such a good map, even though it was so defending orientated, it was just a map that was ruined and people were upset. So what they did with Chalet was a really good idea, keeping the Chalet kind of basis where it is, everything like that, but then kind of just changing like rough bits, graphics, and just updating certain things that made it really well. And people do like Chalet now, even though it's such a hard map as well, because on the defense and attack, it can be so hard to actually play. So very interesting to see about that. But this actual operation, will we be getting a defender operator? We literally just went and had the attacking operator, which is Sam Fisher or Zero, whatever you do want to call him, but we did have obviously the attacking operator. Now we are going to be getting the defender operator. Now this is important because we've got many defender operators, and you're probably thinking, what else can they actually bring to Siege, because there's so many operators. They want to try and get 100 operators, by the way, if you didn't know. So there is a lot of operators along the way, and if they can actually get to 100 operators, that will be mad, to be fair, because you would think 100 operators is a lot. I think they're on maybe about 40 or 30 right now. I'm not too sure in the slightest, but still, that's a lot of operators if they can get all the way, which would be mad if they could. This operator has already been leaked, and she is going to be called a Rooney. Now, in the background right now, there'll be some gameplay about her and stuff like that, and she is going to be having a laser reinforcement, which kind of takes away the whole kind of castle idea and the Capcan trap, because she's pretty much got a Capcan trap and a castle within one reinforcement, and that's her gadget. Now, I do think it's really cool. Many people aren't happy about this, but I do think this is cool. It's one of those things where 50% of people like it and 50% don't. So it's kind of hard to please everyone, but that's the same with everything. When you go into a game and you're making a game, it's hard to please everyone that is going to be playing it. So you've just got to do what you think is best for the game. But with this said, we could be expecting to get a castle rework, and that could be actually coming in Year 5 Season 4. It's already rumoured that it's going to be happening because of this actual operator, because it just takes away castle, and castle's become a very kind of a relevant operator lately, which is weird to see because his ability is so good, but it's so underrated by so many people. So guys, that is the whole thing about it, and as you walk through this laser reinforcement, depending on what armor, you'll lose between 40 and 60 damage, and that's kind of mad, but you can't actually destroy it, which is the weird part. The only way to get rid of it is actually disable it, and just disable it by throwing drones, grenades through it, because it will just take away the laser completely, and that is the only way you can disable it, which is weird to see because we haven't had anything like this before. It's normally just destroyed, not disabled, or destroyed and disabled, which is something weird, but we don't know for sure if you can destroy it. Just from the actual kind of like test servers and what we've seen, it is the only way you can actually get rid of it. So very interesting to see, but I'd like to see what they do release on Sunday, because it's very cool, and you know what, just in general, what Rainbow Six Siege has been doing lately, he's been killing it, especially in these new events and stuff like that. Now, also, the Elite skins are meant to be coming out, and the Elite skins are actually meant to be Kali and Maverick. Now, Kali and Maverick, great operators, very underrated in my opinion still, but this could be cause for an actual kind of buff to them, so it'd be very interesting to see if they do get a buff, because, again, Maverick is an operator that was played so much at the start, then got nerfed, and the same with Kali. Like, if you get Kali's gun right, it's so OP, and the player will be so good at it, but it's, again, one of those operators it's hard to use, but Elite skins are meant to be coming for them, and again, we're not too sure on the rework, but we'll find this out on Sunday for sure. But guys, let me know what you do think so far, because so many people don't like it. Personally, I really like it. I do think it's been really good for the game. Very different, but the kind of whole what they've been doing is going to be interesting to see if they do get it correct, because they seem to get it quite correct this year, or this season even, and people did enjoy it, especially me. I've kind of like fell back in love with the game and playing it again, but a lot of people as well did not like it, and they just fell out of the game, and it's hard to do. But there's also meant to be a new game mode coming. Now, this new game mode is meant to be crazy. Now, this game mode is pretty much watching your games back, which kind of takes away the whole idea of the kind of Xbox capture, would you like to call it, or the clips. But this is basically you can instant replay your games and see what it's like. So after you played your game, you get up to 10 game saves, and you can go back and watch the highlights. So every time you die, every time you get points, and you can go and watch it. Now, this is perfect for content creators, or just to show your friends, because when you're a content creator like me, and you're trying to film for like 30 minutes at one time, it's so hard to do. Whereas in this, you'll be able to go back and watch your games in the highlights, and just react to it, which could bring like a different series to the channel, and people might like that, to be fair, because it's a bit shorter and just easier to watch. But you know what, it just depends. But I think it's also good for actually going to watch back your gameplay, seeing if you are good or not, what worked well and what didn't work at all, because it's one of those things at the end of the day, Rainbow Six Siege, you always need to see what did work and what didn't. But guys, I think that is pretty much it. Just to recap, so we're going to be getting a new operator, which is going to be Defender, who's going to have the laser reinforcement, which is going to be called a Rooney. Then for the new map, we are going to be having Skyscraper as a rework, which many people are happy about, because people love Skyscraper, but also annoyed because Skyscraper is going to get ruined in some people's cases, but it will be added to the ranked playlist, because when a new map is reworked, they do it so it can be added, and obviously there'll be a map rotation, which this could mean that to have actually maybe Outback removed, because not many people like Outback and it's always voted out. Then we are going to be having a rework operator, which we're tempted to say that is going to be Castle, but we're not fully sure. Again, we'll find this out on Sunday. And then we're meant to be going to have the Elite skins, which are meant to be actual Kali and Maverick, which would be interesting to see, but that's just really cool. And then finally, we have got the new gameplay feature, which is going to be looking at your gameplay, everything like that, the highlights, stuff like that. So all different, but really, really cool for the game. I do think it will really work well, and just very weird for like the whole game, and just to see everything like just change for the game, because it can be so different sometimes. And yeah, I think that is pretty much everything captured or covered even in this video. So guys, I hope you did enjoy. Make sure to leave a like, turn on notifications, and apart from that, I hope you did enjoy the content you did see, as in like the gameplay. And next Sunday, or this Sunday, I will tell you about it and my review, and kind of just look at it after the actual live stream's been done. But apart from that, guys, hope you enjoy it. Leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and apart from that, until next time, see ya.